we started this, I didn't realize we were going to get sucked into being collectors. But it's something that kind of hits you gradually. The first piece of fine art we bought was a Rick Horton called A Quiet Breathing, and that was back in the late 1980s, I think.
We were looking for a special gift for our graduation. We went to all the galleries in Atlanta, and one gallery director said, well, if you really want great art, call Stephen Thomas and tell him you want to come see his art. And so that's what we did. Spent a whole Saturday looking at his art and lunch with Sarah, his wife, enjoyed their mountain home. That led to continual revisits and purchase of art.
We had a good friend that Glen had been in college with, and he discovered that he had terminal cancer, and he had determined that in the end of his life that he wanted to learn more about art and he wanted to collect it. And so we went along with him. Now, we didn't have the money, but we had the same passion and desire.
We always said, now Stephen, we're teachers, how about if we pay you monthly, any way you want to do it? So that was the story.
And I think the two couples began to grow, and the love of art just absolutely mushroomed in our hearts because we loved him, and we just thought that that was wonderful that he had a plan. And little did we know 2 months after he was diagnosed that we lost our son. And it was like the Lord knew what we needed, and he opened up the world of art to us. So art has not only been a beautiful, passionate thing for us, it has also been a miraculous healing for us.
People talk about, oh, that piece spoke to me. I think that piece spoke to me and I felt it. And
it was affordable.
It was affordable.
If we saw it and we really liked it and we could make the payments on it, we bought it.
And we then ended up finding out some things about the artist. He went to Duke, where I went to school, and we bought probably another 6 or 7 of his pieces over time.
That first Saturday, we bought this piece, the Praying Hands, which was actually interesting in several ways because it was made as one side of bookends and you never cast the other. Stephen worked differently than most artists. He would produce the model, then do a casting, and as far as he was concerned, that was enough for him, and he never cast additions. So this is the only one of that piece. One of the important things to me about meeting Stephen and being in that house was, as a young person who's interested in art, you go to museums and you see things and you say, gee, aren't these wonderful? But this was the first time I ever went into a place where art was available that was as good as what I could see in the museums, and I could buy it.
The relationship with the artist, the living artist, is extremely important, and we have met, I think, every single living artist that we have in our collection. And we've become friends with a lot of them, and that means a lot. When you see a piece on the wall or in a cabinet, and you know the artist and you can think back, you had dinner with them or you had drinks, and it just makes everything, it makes it more important and more personal to you. And artists are interesting people, and they're different, and they can do things that just are astounding, and just to share it with us is really important.
As you love the art, you connect with the artist in very personal and real ways.
I won't tell you how many nail holes we've had to cover up, because when we buy a piece, then that means we move 5, and we've moved it to different places and it looks different. in different
Yeah.
places. And I mean, there are places, well, upstairs we have a long hall. People have laughed about our configuration of our artwork. I'm the placer of the artwork, and I just think there isn't any place that you can't make work. And so I'm just going to cram every little hole, you know, and fill it, and we measure it. He hangs and he does all the measuring. I don't do the math. I just do, this is where I think that I want it. And so that is a great deal of fun. I love seeing multiple types of artwork together. They all enhance each other. If it's flat with a three-dimensional piece next to it, you look at the colors, you look at the shapes, you see something different you didn't see earlier. The sunlight makes a difference, the time of year, but you have to let your heart go, and you have to fall in love with art. For us, it's a real love story, because I can think of nothing other than our children and our grandchildren that I can touch and feel that I love more. I love more than all of this art. I just really do. It brings incredible joy and satisfaction. I think Glen and I have the most gorgeous memories of really every piece that we bought. There is nothing that we have that doesn't have some sort of little seed story. When you put the people and the places and the things together, you've built a real storybook. So we think God has given us a beautiful art storybook, and we're delighted to get to share it with people that we know and with people we're never gonna know. But if they love it, then hey, we're all one big happy family.
It teaches you, and the fact that you've had it in your hand and you have it on your shelf, and you just think, oh my gosh. And that's why we're really so proud to have Cam have a substantial amount of our artwork, because we know you have that value, and it will serve the art and the artist well. So we thank you for this opportunity.